Welcome to MakeTeachingFun.com. Today I'd like to take a moment to introduce a strategy called Synectics. Synectics is a powerful experience which allows students to look for relationships and make associations amongst terms which may be perceived as dissimilar. The strategies involved with Synectics allows for students to think critically while they analyze the attributes amongst an object or term, and they also allows them to think creatively while they look for that relationship or that relating factor amongst the terms. It should be introduced to your students first as a closed experience, and then should be provided for them to go into an open-ended experience. When we introduce it as a closed experience, we would introduce it in the terms of using it as a metaphor. A blank is like a blank because. What I'd like to do is share an example with you of how to utilize Synectics. I have 4 terms for you today. We have teacher, firefighter, encyclopedia, and doctor. And I would ask a student, how is a teacher like a firefighter? And they may say, a teacher is like a firefighter because they both put out fires. I may ask them, how is a doctor like an encyclopedia? And they may say, a doctor is like an encyclopedia because I can go to both of them as a resource. You don't have to have objects which you can find an obvious relationships amongst. What I'd also like to do is show you how we would use math for Synectics activity. Now this is an example of a math word wall or visual wall where I have numbers, I have symbols, I have solid figures, I have pictures, and I would ask a student to select 2 objects off of this wall and to indicate what the relating factor is amongst them. They may say a set of railroad tracks is like a rectangle because they both have parallel lines. Or they may say a triangle is like a doghouse because I can see a triangle on the roof of the doghouse. Again, they're looking to creatively and critically analyze these words and symbols or pictures to find a relating factor amongst them. Again, I encourage you to try to use Synectics in your classroom. If you check for further videos, we'll provide some more strategies which you can use for active learning in your classroom. If you go to MakeTeachingFun.com, we also have lots of resources with Synectics experiences and activities which are provided and prepared for you already.